Hello everyone, a heart-loving welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we will discuss about care of newborn with hypothermia. First, we will discuss what do you mean by hypothermia. Hypo means decrease, thermia means body temperature. That means we are discussing about the child in which the baby or the newborn is having decreased body temperature. First, we will discuss what is the normal body temperature. Normal body temperature of a newborn is 36.5 to 37.5 degree Celsius. If the baby temperature or any person who is having normal body temperature, we will call the person as normothermic. Normothermic means, normo means normal, thermic means body temperature. That means the person is having normal body temperature. Now we will discuss why we are discussing hypothermia in a newborn as an important topic. Because in the children we have to maintain warmth. Warmth is one of the basic need of a newborn baby. It is one of the basic need for a newborn baby. Why? Because if we are not maintaining warmth, so what is going to happen? The body temperature is decreased. Hypothermia will take place. The child will be less active. The child will be lethargic. The child extremities, they are getting cold to touch, or the child is not getting feed. That's why the child will go into hypoglycemic state and it will lead to death of a children silently, because we are not knowing the cause why the child has undergone for a death. So that's why hypothermia is known as silent killer disease in newborn. Silent killer disease of a newborn. So this question is asked, why hypothermia is known as silent killer disease of a newborn. Now we will discuss why newborn are more prone to get hypothermia. Why newborn are more prone to get hypothermia. First thing, there are three main reasons that why newborns they are more prone. One is that newborns they are having larger body surface area as comparison to their body weight. Newborn, the weight of a newborn is 2.5 to 3.9 kg as per Indian child. They are having the body surface area, it is more as comparison to weight. So that's why body is losing more heat. So the children they are more prone to get hypothermia. Second is, children they are having lack of subcutaneous fat. They are having lack of subcutaneous fat. So because of less subcutaneous fat, there is decreased thermal insulation. Decreased thermal insulation, that means heat is not controlled or heat is not stored into the subcutaneous fat. That's why children they are more lead to hypothermia. Third thing is, there is less amount of brown fat. Less amount of brown fat. What do you mean by brown fat? Brown fat is the fat, it is a site for heat production. Site of heat production. Brown fat, it is the site for heat production. So where it is present into the person body, brown fat is present on the both side of adrenal gland. Both side of adrenal gland. Adrenal gland is near to the kidney. Second, near to the kidneys. Nape of the neck. Nape of the neck. Interscapular. interscapular and axillary region. So these are the sites. Sometimes in competitive exam they are asking what is the site for. Now we will discuss how brown fat is helping in heat production. What is happening? Brown fat, when the metabolism of fat is taking place. When metabolism of fat is taking place, there is heat production. There is heat production takes place, and the blood that is flowing through the brown fat, the blood it is getting warmer, and the temperature of a newborn is maintained. Thus, the mechanism of production of heat from the brown fat. Mechanism of production of heat from the brown fat is known as non-shivering thermogenesis. That means child is not showing any symptom of shivering, because when the person is feeling low body temperature, the person will start to shiver to maintain the normal temperature. But in the children, they are not showing any symptom of shivering. So that's why only the brown fat it is helping in metabolism and production of the heat. That's why we are calling this mechanism as non-shivering mechanism of thermogenesis in the newborn. Method of heat loss and heat gain in a newborn. There are 4 methods of heat loss and heat gain. First method is evaporation. Second is conduction. Third is convection. Fourth is radiation. We will discuss one by one. First we will discuss evaporation method. Evaporation method means when there is vaporization takes place. That means the liquid it is changing into the vapor form. For example, after birth of a baby is having amniotic fluid over the body. So when the extrauterine environment, it is 3 to 5 degrees Celsius degree temperature, it is decrease as comparison to intrauterine. The intrauterine environment is having temperature around 38 degrees Celsius. When birth of a baby is taking place, there is change in the temperature. And because amniotic fluid it is present over the body, so there is loss of heat takes place with the help of evaporation method. Now we will discuss what all actions a nurse has to take to prevent evaporation मेथड से हीट लॉस को प्रिवेंट करने के लिए व्हाट ऑल एक्शन द नर्स हैज टू टेक. फर्स्ट थिंग इज ड्राई द बेबी इमीडिएटली आफ्टर बर्थ. सेकेंड थिंग इज रिमूव वेट क्लॉथ. थर्ड थिंग इज minimal exposure to the environment. Now we will discuss the second method, that is conduction. Conduction method of heat loss is used when a baby is coming in contact with cold object. For example, you are measuring weight. So with the weighing machine, the baby is coming in contact. You are checking height for a baby. The baby is coming directly in contact. If the object it is cold, so with the help of conduction method, there is a heat loss. So what all the action a nurse has to take to prevent heat loss with the help of conduction method? First thing is receive the baby in a pre-warmed cloth. Second thing is cover the weighing machine or any instrument that we have to use. Third thing is keep the radiant warmer on before birth of a baby. so that there is less heat loss will be there. Third method for heat loss and heat gain is convection method. Convection method means when there is air currents that are flowing inside the room, so that will lead to make the environment of the room as cold. That means the child will lose the heat. So what is the nursing implication for the convection method? What is the nursing implication? One thing is avoid air currents. How you can avoid? That means closing of fan, closing of door, or maintaining labor room temperature, that is 25 to 28 degrees Celsius. If possible, keep the baby in an incubator with the minimum opening of the holes. Next is provide humidified oxygen to the child. Humidified oxygen to the child so that the temperature it can be maintained. The fourth method is radiation method. Radiation method के अंदर the child will lose heat when the child is having cold surfaces in the surrounding. For example, if there is any almirah or the cot of the mother is near to the wall, so what is going to happen? Heat or the cold, it is transmitted to the person or into the room with the help of radiation method, and it will help in maintaining the reducing the temperature of a room. So what is the nursing intervention? What is the nursing implication? One is keep the cot away from the wall. Second thing is room temperature maintain around 25 degrees Celsius. Third is cover the baby with the legs, with the feet, and with the head also, because head is having larger surface area and help in losing of heat more. So that's why cover the head after birth of a baby. So these were method of heat loss. One is evaporation, second is conduction, third is convection, fourth is radiation. Now we will be discussing about types of hypothermia. Types of hypothermia. So hypothermia, it is of three types. First we will discuss what is the normal temperature. Normal temperature of a newborn is 36.5 to 37.5 degrees Celsius. We will call the child as normothermic. Normothermic. The normal temperature is 36.5 to 37.5. When you are touching the child will have warm abdomen and warm extremities. Extremities are also warm and the abdomen is also warm. So what we will call as clinical manifestation, it is a normal baby. What is the action a nurse has to take or family members they have to take when the child is having normal body temperature? Cover the child. Cover the child. Keep it near to mother. Keep the child near to mother. Third thing is breastfeeding to the child. Fourth is skin to skin contact. Skin to skin contact. So this is the normal care that we are giving to a child who is having normal temperature. Now we will discuss types of hypothermia. The first type of hypothermia is mild hypothermia. Mild hypothermia, it is also known as cold stress. It is also known as cold stress. What is the temperature? Temperature is if the baby temperature or the newborn temperature is between 36 to 36.4. That means child is having mild hypothermia. So how you will check whether the child is having mild, moderate or severe. So the abdomen of the child will be warm. Abdomen, it will be warm, and the extremities, they will be cold when you are touching a child. Abdomen, it will be warm, and the extremities, they will be cold. So how you will recognize what the sign and symptoms the child will be showing? The child will showing extremely bluish discoloration of the skin, bluish discoloration of the extremity. Second, extremities, they will be cold. Third, the child will be lethargy. Lethargy means there is altered state of consciousness level. Fourth is the child will have poor weight gain. Now, what is the action a nurse has to take, or the family members they have to take, if a child is having mild hypothermia? So, one thing is skin to skin contact they have to maintain. Skin to skin, that means keep the baby near to the mother. One is rooming in practices. Kangaroo mother care practice the mother can able to give. Cover the baby, breastfeed the baby, maintaining room temperature, that is 25 to 28 degrees Celsius. Now we will discuss if the temperature is more decreased, so we will call that the child is having moderate hypothermia. In moderate hypothermia, the temperature of the newborn is 32 to 35.9 degrees Celsius. What is the temperature? 32 to 35.9 degrees Celsius. What are the clinical manifestations? The abdomen will be cold and the extremities, they will also cold because the temperature is decreased to more extent. So what are the clinical manifestations? That the child will showing poor sucking, that means the child inability to feed. The child will be lethargy, weak cry, fast breathing. So these were the signs and symptoms that will be shown if a child is having moderate hypothermia. What action the parents have to take? One is cover the baby. Second is receive the baby in a pre-warmed cloth. Pre-warmed cloth, or cover into a pre-warmed cloth. Third thing is vitamin K if not given. Otherwise, what is going to happen? Bleeding may start. If check for blood sugar level. If the child is having low blood sugar level because of decrease in poor sucking or decrease taking feed, the child may have decreased blood sugar level, to give dextrose to the child. Next is additional heat you can able to give to the child. Additional heat with the help of warmer. One thing, do not use hot water bottle. Do not use hot water bottle to the child when giving heat. Do not use hot application as a hot water bottle because the child is not knowing how much hot or when the child has to respond. That's why do not use. One thing is encourage parents for the breastfeeding. Now third type, if the body temperature is decreased less than 32 degrees Celsius, that means child is having severe hypothermia. If the body temperature is less than 32 degrees Celsius. So what is the clinical manifestation? That abdomen, it is also cold and cold extremities also. So what are the signs and symptoms? Child will be lethargy, severe sign symptoms, lethargy, poor perfusion, hardening of the skin, edema, bleeding. Edema is accumulation of fluid inside the body cavity, low blood sugar level. So what is the action that a nurse has to take? That is rapid warming. rapid warming till 34 degrees Celsius. After then slow warming, slow rewarming. First we will do rapid warming with the help of blower or with the help of radiant warmer. Rapid warming, then slow. Then provide humidified oxygen. Intravenous therapy because child cannot able to suck. Dextrose if low blood sugar level is present. To prevent bleeding, vitamin K injection. Additional heat and record vital sign in every 15 minutes if the child is having severe hypothermia. Now we will discuss what is the nursing implication. How a nurse is helpful in preventing hypothermia. One is maintaining warm chain. After birth, how a nurse is maintaining the warm chain. What do you mean by warm chain? Warm chain, it is set of interlinked procedures that a nurse is performing after the birth so that the chances of hypothermia can be prevented. So in the warm chain, one thing is maintaining labor room temperature, that is 25 to 28 degrees Celsius. Second is close the windows, fan where the mother is lying down. Third thing is first is receive the baby in pre-warmed cloth. Turn on radiant warmer before delivery. Dry the baby immediately. Remove wet linen. Change the napkin if wet. Skin to skin contact. Breastfeeding. Covering the baby head and foot. Appropriate clothing. Postpone bath. Rooming in practices. So this is the warm chain, how we nurses can able to prevent hypothermia. So this all was related with care of child with hypothermia. Thank you class. Please like, comment, share and subscribe my YouTube channel for more videos. Thank you.